Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin. Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. First of all, let's thank for the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has given us many blessings and mercies so that we can still meet at this opportunity today. Secondly, greetings and salutation to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the lightness. Hello everyone, my name is Rayhan Kenzie Avando, and I'm from 7th grade on IDN Boarding School Jonggol. And you can call me Rayken. I will be the host for today's Weekend Tech Talk, and I will be accompanied with my friend Athallazhafran Tominuku Kendraya as the speaker. Hello Zafran, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, Rajan. Thank you for letting me join the meeting.
Yes,
Hello,
you're welcome.
everyone. My name is Athallazhafran from Kendraya. You can all call me Zafran. I will be the speaker for this week's Week Tech Talk. And today we're going to learn how to make a catching game named Catching Fruit in a platform named Scratch.
Okay, Zafran. But before we go to the material, can I ask you something? Okay. Actually, where did you from, Zafran?
Oh, right now I live in Bekasi. I was born in Jakarta.
Okay. And how are you today?
Oh, I'm very happy today, so I can attend this weekend tech talk. How about you, Ryan?
Yes, me too. I'm fine today. Yes. And okay. Thank you, Zafran, for telling us what we will learn today. But before we continue again, could you please tell us what is Scratch actually?
Okay, Ryan. So Scratch is a platform where we can make animations, games, and others by coding. Now, mostly, games are coded in Xcode, JavaScript, Python, and others. Mostly, those coding languages are coded by typing in a hard arrangement. So one of the mistakes can make the game broken, and we would have to work hard to fix the bug. But Scratch is a programming platform that uses block language, which is the easiest programming language to code because you just need to drag and drop to start coding.
Oh, okay. And okay, thank you, Zafran, for the explanation. But before we go to the material, I want to inform to you guys all, if you have any questions, you can write in the comment section below. And now we will continue with the material, how to make catching fruit in Scratch. And for Zafran, the time is yours.
Thank you, Ryan. Test. Okay, let me repeat. Everyone can make a new browser and search Scratch. Everybody can open this Scratch. You don't need to log in or sign up. Just press mulai membuat or start creating. Everyone can see this cat right here, sprite 1. Everyone can see. Press this trash bin and the sprite is gone. Now press this cat with a plus sign button, choose a sprite button. Click on it and then search ball. Now, after you click ball, as you can see, the sprite is in this area here. And then press choose a sprite again and then search apple. Click on the apple and it will be in the screen. Choose the sprite again and for the final sprite, search beetle. Click the beetle and it will be here. Now everyone, as you can see, right now we're in the beetle. Click the ball to go to the ball's code. Now let's start. So first, go to events in the ball and drag a when flag clicked block into the workspace. And then everyone go to variables and press make a variable. And make a new variable score for all sprites, not for this sprite only. And then press OK. Now, everybody drag the set my variable block and put it under the when flag click block. And then change the my variable by clicking on it into score. And now everyone go to motion. Click motion and drag the go to X and Y block and put it under the set score block. Now change the numbers of the go to X and Y into this. Change the X into 0 and change the Y into minus 143. Now everyone go to control and drag the forever block and put it under the go to X and Y block. And everyone can go to control again and drag the if then block and put it under the forever block. Now everyone go to motion, go to sensing and drag the key space press block and put it in the if then block. Not inside like normal block, not under the if then block, not inside, but on the if then block. So it's like connected into one block like this. Now change the space into D. And everyone can go to motion and drag the change X by block and put it in the if keep D press then block. Now everyone change the number from 10 to 20. And now everyone can right click on the if key D press then change X by block, right click and press duplicate and put it under the first if then block. And then change the D into A and change the second change X by number into minus 20. Now everyone can press this green flag here, press it, press DNA. As you can see, the ball can move. Now everyone go to events and drag the one flag clicked block into the workspace. Everyone go to looks and drag the show block and put it under the second one flag clicked block. And now everyone can go to control, drag the forever block and put it under the show block. Now drag the if then block and put it in the forever block. Now go to operators and put this greater than block into the if then block. And now go to control, go to variables and drag this circular block, which is score, this block. And then put it in the first circle in the greater than block. And then change the number into 12. Now everyone go to looks and drag the switch backdrop to block. Put it in the if score equal 12, then switch backdrop to backdrop 1. We will change the backdrop 1 later, but first, everyone drag the hide block and put it under the switch backdrop to backdrop 1 block, like this. And then everyone can go to this sounds, like this. As you can see, we only have one sound here, pop. Now everyone go to choose the sound button right here, press it, and search cheer. And then click on cheer. As you can see, we have the sound here. Now go back to the code and go to sounds. And then drag this play sound cheer until done. And put it under the hide block. And now go to control and drag this stop all block and put it under the play sound cheer block. Now what is the point of this block? Well, this indicates if the ball detects that the score here is 12, it will switch the backdrop into a you win backdrop, and then the ball will hide like this. And then it will play a sound like you win sound, and then it will stop the game. That's why we add this code. Now, right click on the if then block, and then duplicate it like this. And put it in the forever under the first if then block. Drag the score block out. And then go to operators and grab the less than block. Replace the greater than with the less than block like so. Put the score in the first circle of the less than block and change the number to 0. Same switch backdrop 2 is the same, and then hide, and then play sound is different. Go to sounds, and then choose a sound, and search lose. Click on the sound and then go back to code. Change the play sound cheer until done into play sound lose, like this. And now we finish the code for the ball. If you can see, the code will be like this. The ball code will have two set of blocks. The first one is that the position of the ball and the score sets and the movement of the ball controlment. And then the second row of blocks is to indicate the score, that if we make it to the right amount of score, we will win, and if we don't, we will lose. Now everyone can press the stage here and press choose a backdrop. Click on it and search blue sky like this. Pick this blue sky like this. And now go to backdrops of the stage. Delete this backdrop one block and then choose a backdrop. Pick paint instead. Click this square button and then hold click and create a square like this. You can change the color into anything you want like this. But I'd rather to do a double color and make the like color like this. And now you can press this T block for text. Press it and type you win. Make sure the color isn't the same as the screen. You can change the font by clicking the T button on this text and change the font. I want to pick Pixel. Like so. You can add graphics of your own, like adding little squares like this. And then your background for you win will be finished after you finish adding the graphics. Like so. And then duplicate this you win backdrop. But remember to rename the backdrop into you win. After you duplicate the you win backdrop, change the name of the backdrop into you lose. And then you can change the text by clicking on the text and press the T button and then type you lose. You can change the color of the text and change the color of the background. Like this. You can also change the color of the cubes if you want. If you want to do it fast, you can press this bucket button and change the color quickly. like so. Now after we got these two backdrop, go to the ball code, and then the first if then here, as you can see, change the switch backdrop to you win, and the second one, change the switch backdrop to you lose. And then add another code in looks, drag the switch backdrop to code, and put it in the below of show in the second block of code, and then change the you lose into blue sky, like this. And now go to the apples code, and then go to events and drag the when flag clicked block into the workspace. And then go to looks and drag the show block and put it under the when flag click block. Now everybody go to motion and drag this go to X to Y block and put it under the show block. Now everyone go to operators and drag the pick random block and put it in the go to X block like this. Now change the number. The first circle in the pick random block, change the number into minus 220. The second circle, change it to 220. Now, the Y, change the Y into 145. Like this. And now, everybody go to control and drag the forever block. Put it under the go to XY block, like this. And after you're done, go to the motion block. And then drag the and then drag the change Y by block like this. Put it in the forever block. And then change the number into minus 10 or minus 8. And then go to control and drag the if then block and put it under the change Y by minus 8 block. And then everyone go to operators and drag the less than block and put it in the if then block like this, on the if then block. And then everybody go to motion. Drag this circular button. As you can see, there are 3 circle buttons in the motion: X position, Y position, and direction. Now drag the Y position block. Put it in the first circle of the less than block. And then change the number from 50 to become minus 168. Enter. And now everybody go to motion again and drag the go to X Y block and put it in the if Y position minus 168 then block. And then everybody go to operators and drag the pick random block into the go to X Y block, the second one. Change the number into the same like the first go to XY block. minus 220, 220, and 145. Like this. And then everybody can go to go to sensing and drag the touching mouse pointer block. And now everyone can go to control and drag the if then block. Put it in the forever block under the first if then block. And then drag the touching mouse pointer on the if then block. Now mouse pointer, change mouse pointer to ball. And then go to sounds. And then press the choose a sound button. And search collect. After you found the sound, press collect. And then go back to code. And then go to sounds. And drag the start sound collect. Not play sound until done, but start sound. And put it in the second if then block. And then go to operators. Go to variables and change and drag the change my variable by one block and put it under the start sound block. Now my variable, change it into score like this. And then go to motion and then drag the go to X, Y block. Or right click on the first go to X block, this block, right click on it and press duplicate. And then drag the go to X, Y block into the bottom of change score by inside the second if then, like this. And your code should look like this. Now, if we press the green flag, it will be like this. As you can see, we can control the ball by pressing A and B. And if the ball touches the apple, the score will go up by 1, as you can see. And if we reach 12, if we reach to 13, it will change the background into you win. Now, go to events and drag the when flag clicked block. And then go to looks and drag the switch backdrop to block and put it under the second when flag click block and change the you lose into blue sky. And then go to events again and drag the when backdrop switches to block and then change the blue sky into you win. And then everyone go to looks and drag the hide block and put it under the when backdrop switches to you win block like this. And everyone duplicate the when backdrop switches to block and change the you win into you lose. And if we win the game, the apple and the ball will be gone. Now the last thing we want to do is go look in this size. You can see size here, right here. Change the size of the apple from 100 to 50, so it's smaller. Now, if we're done, as you can see, the apple will be smaller. And now, everyone, you can see the ball, apple, and beetle sprites here, right? Well, right click on the apple sprite here and press duplicate. And in here, as you can see, there are two apples, apple 1 and apple 2. Now, the second apple Change the name into Golden Apple. And everyone, as you can see, there's this change score by block here, by 1. Now change the 1 into 2. And then this change y by minus 8 block, change it into minus 12. And then in the golden apple, go to costumes. Change the color into yellow or a golden light color or any color you want. Press this bucket button here or the fill button and then change the red color into this golden color. Like this. And then if we press the flag button, the green flag here, as you can see, if we touch the golden apple, we plus 2 points. If we touch the apple, we get 1 point. And after we finish, we win. Now that's done for the ball, apple, and golden apple. Now, let's go to the beetle sprite, right here. Now, everyone, the beetle sprite is just like the apple sprite. So, this block here, this one here, you can recode this block, this entire thing, from the one flag click until the last if then, recode it to the beetle, or right click on this gigantic block here and press duplicate. As you can see, we have 2 blocks here. Now, actually, as you can see, if we touch the top block here, we can drag it anywhere, all the blocks. You don't need to drag all, actually. Drag this when flag click show go to X until all the way and drag it into the beetle until the beetle sprite shakes like this. Drop it on the beetle sprite. And then go to beetle and then go to the beetle. As you can see, the apple's code is in the beetle. Do that with the rest of the code. Like this, when background switches to you win hide block, drag it to the beetle block, to the beetle sprite. When backdrop switches to you lose hide block, drag it to the beetle sprite also. And that's all. Now go to beetle. As you can see, both blocks here are in the beetle sprite. Like so. Now, in the beetle sprite, go to sounds and choose a sound. And search bonk, B-O-N-K. This sound. Click on the sound and then go to code. And then this start sound collect block down here in the beetle sprite, change it into bonk. And then change score. Change it to minus 2. Change it to minus 1. Like this. And if we touch the beetle, we will die. And it will show you lose. Okay. Now, duplicate the beetle sprite here. Right click on the beetle sprite and duplicate it. And then change it into second beetle. And change both direction of beetle and second beetle into 180, like this. Now, in second beetle, change the score by -1, change it into -2, like this. And then you can also go to costumes and delete the legs, like this. And you can change the color into anything you want. I'm going to change my beetle. The wings are blue and the head is green. And the first beetle, do the same. Delete the legs of the first beetle. And then go to the fill, press the fill button, and you can change the color. I want to make this color into a red to purplish color. Like this. And the head, I want to make it a blue to orange color. Like this. Now, let's play the game. If you want to view full screen, you can press this full screen control button up here. And let's start the game. As you can see, after we touch the beetle, we die. And if our score becomes 12, if our score becomes 13, we will win. That's the end of the game. And we finish how to make catching fruit game. Now, before we end, everyone press this file button here. And then pick save to your computer. And then you can show, and then you can rename it after you put it in your finder. You can rename it to catching fruit, and then beside the catching fruit is your name. Okay, that's all. Thank you for listening to my tutorial how to make catching fruit.
Okay. Thank you, Zafran, for teaching us how to make catching fruit game in Scratch. And maybe that's the end of the material for today. Thank you for watching our weekend tech talk. And sorry if we have any mistakes in this weekend tech talk. I am Rayhan Kenzie Avando, and lastly I say,
Wassalamualaikum
wassalamualaikum
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.